Dale V. Seth. I'm a third-generation rancher on this ranch. We're south of Malta, Montana, 50 miles. I've been riding these pastures since I was alone, since I was 7 or 8 years old. My favorite part is working outside in nature every day. I guess the wildlife and the natural surroundings is why I ranch.
Hi, I'm Vicki Olson from South Phillips County, Double O Ranch, and we are proud to care and protect our land every day for our future generations, like our parents and grandparents did. Because only well-managed lands will continue to be productive so that our future generations can continue to live our family and community-based lifestyle while continuing to feed the world.
I'm Ben Montgomery. This is my daughter Dixie. I'm the District Conservationist for the Malta Field Office with the Natural Resource Conservation Service. In my view, ranchers protect the environment by providing lasting and sustainable stewardship on working agricultural lands while providing our nation with critical food and fiber. Ranch lands provide critical habitat to a diversity of species. They provide us with clean and healthy air, water, and soil. In my opinion, if you truly value conservation in Montana, thank a rancher and have a steak for dinner.
Well, I'm Mark Sullivan. I'm the Region 6 Wildlife Program Manager, and I was a biologist here in Malta for the last 17 years. And we're down in South Phillips County looking at one of the largest licks we have in Phillips County. And of course that makes it one of the largest licks we have in Montana. We just counted 95 sage-grouse males on this lick behind us. A few females still out there, but most of them are on the nest now. And I think most ranchers are trying to improve the rangeland out here for the livestock and wildlife at the same time. And good range management is also good habitat management. And you can see the benefits of it behind me with the sage-grouse lick.
The Walsh Ranches manage this piece of property here on Big Warm Creek to the extent that we can graze cattle in here and not damage this creek. In the late fall, we bring our cattle in here so that they can graze along here and then move up into the hills. And it provides an opportunity in the spring and the summertime for the wildlife to come in here and nest and utilize the brush and the high grasses in the valley for their nesting habitat.
You know, what was once considered overgrazing in a livestock production program is now considered good curlew habitat. So when we actually manage the property different than we used to, it creates a better habitat for certain species of birds. This wetland also includes a frog species known as spring peepers, a small 1-inch to 1.5-inch frog.
I read a lot about conservation, and the models that look like they are the most sustainable are where the local people are embraced and are part of if you will, the solution. Local communities should be embraced rather than replaced. I've seen that time and again as we have replacement historically, and usually the big loser is the landscape.
What impressed me about this ranching community is their eagerness to engage with other conservation partners, everybody respecting each other's missions and their limits, but really thinking about how to add value to one another. What I know as a career conservationist is there's not enough money in the world to do all the conservation that needs to be done if environmental groups have to own the land. And so forming partnerships with people who already own the land has been something that we as wildlife biologists have the most immediate, lasting, and affordable way to do conservation.
The partnership I'm most proud of is the Matador Grassbank with the Nature Conservancy, and that's where the local community trades conservation values on their home ranches for the opportunity to graze on the 60,000 acre Matador.
The universities participate in our ranch management through the Undaunted Stewardship program. Range technicians have come out upon the ranch and showed us how to monitor our rangeland so we can keep track of the changes, good and bad, that take place and make adjustments in our cattle operation. Working with the NRCS and the Environmental Defense Fund and the Cooperative Conservation Partners Initiative to help ranchers do better wildlife work. It takes a large amounts of financing to change some of the landscape production methods to help wildlife as well as maintain a viable farming, ranching operation. Our primary product that we produce is clean, safe food for the American people, but there's also a great many other values in this landscape that need protection, and we're the first ones on the line. We live on the ranch, we live on the land every day. We work with animals and people, and we're the first line of defense for the landscape.
You know, I think one thing that environmentalists have in the last 10 years really come to appreciate is there's no place left in the whole world where the northern mixed grass prairie is in this type of condition, this intact, grassland birds, huge numbers, declining everywhere else and just thriving here. And I think a lot of that has to do with long-term stewardship of the land and being able to have people who understand the land, understand how to work, and can take care of it. And so thinking into the future, Leo, I wonder what would be required or what might help ranchers be able to continue that stewardship for future generations?
The money invested in the infrastructure of the ranching community and the conservation community in this grassland. In 1930, nobody wanted to live in this country. They left by the thousands. There wasn't any wildlife, there wasn't any game, and the people that managed to survive here learned the lessons that this landscape had to teach them. That's the key to this country, is the people that are here. If you stay here, this land will teach you what you need to take care of it.
People here, the ranchers, they really care about the land and they want it to be healthy and really enjoy all the wildlife and all the birds, and they're just intertwined. I can't imagine this landscape without ranches and ranchers on it, because I don't think it will be near so healthy. I think we're a part of it and we're needed here.
In my life, this is all I've ever wanted to do was ranch, and I've always felt grateful for the opportunity, and I would like to see other young people have that opportunity.